Yes, I, a special one from the CEO, stand with the spoon. And your boy, Friday the Southern Band. George on the beat.
On the spoon to get your information. On the spoon to be part of our discussion. Spoon, spoon, spoon television. Spoon, spoon, spoon registration.
Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Liberia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Monrovia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Africa. Just to spoon you will know. If the children crying for starvation, just to spoon. You want to get a news update, right? Brother, to spoon. You want to know what is happening in Monrovia, to spoon. Politicians want to make their decision, just to spoon. You want to know what happening in the ministry, to spoon. To spoon. To spoon. You from Vonjema, Maryland, to spoon. To spoon. If you eat kepa, gradually, my brother, to spoon. You got a spoon TV, you got a spoon radio, to spoon. To spoon. You want to get a news update, to spoon. Yeah, Rastafari. Kilibamba, kilibamba, kilibamba. Kilibamba, kilibamba, kilibamba. What I want? Yes, what you got today?
Spoon TV. Spoon.
Yes, what you got today?
Spoon.
Besetu.
Spoon TV. Spoon.
Ba.
Spoon.
Skibidi dabado.
Spoon TV. Spoon Entertainment.
Kua. Bese kua, kudileo. Kua, kudileo.
On the spoon to get
Yes,
your information. On the spoon to be part of our discussion. Spoon television.
Actually, it's in Arabic. The word Khalil live.
Yeah. Both friends.
All right, so, gentlemen, again, like I said, the fact that you guys are coming on this kind of situation, I'm sure you saw the belligerent posture exhibited by some guys from I don't know who the word is. Somebody said Fadiga was there. I didn't see them, Fadiga or Bauko. But apparently they were the one invited to the police station and the police officer. The director of police had to come because I called him up. I called him to come because Fadiga was brandishing weapons and we had to disarm him. We took a gun from him and Bauko left and went to his office. Apparently they've come in to create chaos. I alerted the Minister of Justice yesterday when we were in transit, and I explained to the Minister of Justice the attitude was transferred onto our webpage. A lot of derogatory, vitriolic questions and answers were done by Mr. Fediga. I thought it was unfortunate. I thought it was something that shouldn't be happening in a professional environment. Guys like Fediga came out of the advocacy realm, so any issue of disagreement or maybe some confusion in his goal attainment, it becomes some social media situation. And I thought that professionally would have been handled. If you have disagreement, you come to me quietly, we sit down. We've had several disagreements before. They've come in, we had to go to the Senate, we had to go to the president's office. They want us to work it out. I decided to work it out. I decided to even suppress and reduce my height to deal with two guys that I personally, which is regrettable, where I personally introduced them for appointment. But that's what happened in life. In life, you face your calamity and you make a bed, you have to sleep in it. And that's what we're doing. I thought that we can go along, we can have them correct some of the shortcomings, some of the setback they had, we would have corrected that and move on. Because this is all about fighting drugs. Our people are dying. We have to put up a posture that will address the issue of drugs. Not a little feeling hurt. You didn't talk to me. You didn't call me. That's not what I'm all about at this point in time. I've given a strategic framework to Mr. Bauko as to contribute towards it. I told Mr. Fediga, he said he was good. Bau contributed. He spent 2 weeks with him. I had to pay him money. He said he was having people to come and participate, so we have to pay that certain fee. I had to pay him money to have people set fees. So finally did it and brought it back to me, and we are including that in all of our disposition lately. In very shortly, we'll be having stakeholder meetings so as to put it up for validation, so that we can have a framework that will be reflective of the views of stakeholders and everybody else. So I'm with the strong conviction that what we're doing here has got its own benefits. Gentlemen, I got to hurry up because the IG actually is waiting for me to actually discuss these issues. So basically, we've come to let you know, first and foremost, I have congratulated my guys who were part and parcel of the reconfiguration of the DEA, reassignment, because it was decentralizing the DEA into the interiors, into the other part of the country. And right after our decentralization and the appointment of new commanders, we basically started to see the results coming in. We managed to arrest a Sierra Leonean military officer who probably had been used to coming over there with this operation. But this time around, he was by locket. We had already done the changes, and he came and brought with the new guys who were actually conducting these things. And then he was apprehended and put up to this particular tax right now. While there in Senegal, I had just come from Senegal. Basically, the meeting should have just been for Senegal. But because of these guys' arrest, we had to put it up. I was invited to participate in the this money laundering conference. All of the FIU folks were there, the drug people, everybody was invited in the place. It was it was an eye-opener for us in Liberia. All along, we've been arresting drugs, and at the end of the day, drug day, we're gonna burn the drugs, and that'll be it. No, it's not gonna be like that anymore, because we have to now find a different way to actually address the issue of drugs. We're now gonna be taking these guys, number like this, the fellow, the Soluna guy. Where's the other guy that was arrested? This guy, right? We have his passport. All of these guys will go after them, will go after the packet. That's what we're gonna do now. We go after the packet. We're now going to start to go after the money that is fueling this particular transaction. Because we'll try everything. We'll bring drugs. We don't have enough cell to put these guys in jail for. So we are now going to affect their packet, the packet book, and so as to make sure that you guys are prosecuted and then send a message to all of them. So that's what we are with regards to that aspect. So Senegal was a very good thing, was nice. We had an opportunity to interact with a lot of folks. Very, 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 very good guys. We interacted with the Nigerian, interacted with the guys from the Guinea-Bissau. We interacted with the
Reverend Nimble is being escorted. You have anything to say to Spoon TV? Okay. You have anything to say to Spoon TV?
Whatsoever you put on Spoon TV concerning this false, it's all lies.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I don't know you put one side of the story. That's ironic.
Okay, but the folks say you took money from them for
you know, you've been listening, but do your investigation first before you proceed on that. You know, information is wrong.
90 persons, are they lying on you? All
it's
90
lies.
persons?
It's lies. It's all lies. I have a document. It's all false.
Okay. So, folks, there you have it. Of course, President George Weah's religious advisor, Reverend Nimble, just told Spoon TV that everything that is being said about him is not true. As you see there, he's been escorted.
Don't do that. So you can ask a question. The woman say, "Oh, I want child for the man," and the man get child. Then you see what happened there? The one who stole the man, and the man who into all drinking in the case on the plate, he gonna say nothing about that again. And then it's a normal thing. The whole country, nobody owns the way on. But you see, but you got You see, for we just watching y'all, don't worry. We're keeping our eyes. We're keeping eagle eyes. Very soon, the eagle will land.
So thank you so much, Chief. Last name for my end. My name is Achi Boan, and I report for Today Live Television. Chief, I'm a bit concerned about the issue that happened at the RIA airport. This is not the first incident. This happened some months back, and hearing this again is another issue. So since then, what the coalition doing, the CDC doing to reach out to administration of the airport and legal Chief Boan, and I report for Today.
He said, "Oh, don't talk. Put into adultery. You take it. No, you don't do that. So you can even ask God to charge you take communion. On infidelity, touching a vessel you own. You expected to be a deacon. You go to church, you take communion. You got a poor woman, way in front, she's struggling. And say, oh man, abuse grandpa. They're stealing my husband. They're stealing my husband. And the old man say nothing about that. He said nothing.
What is better what people say?
No, you don't do that. So you can even ask question. The woman say, oh, I want child for the man. And the man get child. Then you see what happened there? The one who stole the man, and the man who into all, even who into adultery, you take a job and give it to the man. So that is an affirmation. So you're turning the state. So now you're in the church now, you say, oh, don't talk. You see that they're gonna say, yeah, so turn the country into man stealing in the festival. Now everybody can steal a man, all of that, because Liberian father, the leader, said about people stealing man. He said on that, you got all of them right in the plate and take the man picture and tell you drink it in the casing on the plate. He won't say nothing about that again. I think it's a number two. The whole country, nobody owns the way on. But you see, for we just watching y'all, don't worry. We're keeping our eyes. We're keeping eagle eyes. Very soon, the eagle will land.
So thank you so much, Chief. Last name for my end. Sam, some months back, and doing it. The city doing to
They will underestimate you. They will only the CDC. And the CDC has been pregnant every time, documenting them. The first thing we did was to send a circular to the partners of our international partners. That's what we did. And Mr. Boaka is investing in energy to destabilize the peace of our country. Everything you see Mr. Boaka is doing against the world to destabilize the peace. His policies are anti-people driven. His ministers and government officials, some of them are killing people. Some of them are harassing people. Some of them have turned into create the various agency into a boxing ring. And all those things are elements that gear to destabilization. And I don't think Liberian people are prepared for that. Our people have suffered so much, have gone forward. We have managed to consider this 20 years of peace.
Yes, sir.
You can say all the things
from the CEO, stand coming with the spoon. And your boy, Friday the South and Band. George Weah on the beat.
On the spoon to get your information. On the spoon to be part of our discussion. Spoon.
Okay, so tune to spoon to be part of our discussion, tune to spoon to know what's happening in the country, to know what's happening in Liberia, what's happening at the ministries, the agencies, what the policymakers are saying. This is where you get to have a voice, regardless of where you are. Spoon has absolutely no borders. You can always join us. That's why we are across the world. We are across the internet on YouTube, Spoon Talk Live on Facebook, Spoon TV, Fabric TV, and Super TV. Here in Liberia, we are live on several radio frequencies across the Spoon network, Spoon 107.5 FM, Fabric 101.1, Super 95.5 FM. And of course, we are live as well on several frequencies, thanks to our partner radio stations that are always relaying this program. Many thanks to Trust FM in Bomi County, thanks to Gibi FM in Kakatama, Gibi County, and of course, Trend Radio in Grand Crew and a host of other radio stations. We're here again tonight on another edition of the program, the Late Night Show, the Late Night Politics on Spoon. This is where we gathered to talk about our country, to make analysis of the day-to-day activities in the country. We come with diverse views and discussing the interests of our country, believing that this is how we can all add our voices to making our country getting better, to the national discourse that will shape the future of our country. So I'd like to say welcome. Thanks again for joining us tonight. My name is Nelson Colette, and I want to say thanks to all of you in the comment section across the internet. Kindly share the program as you join us tonight. Let's have a great conversation. A lot to talk about. So much. It was a great show last evening, having the guys from the CDC COP here. Yes, we talk about a whole lot. It's going to be even more engaging tonight. And watch out for tomorrow as well. So just get glued to your radio and let's kickstart the show tonight. Let me bring in our co-host Moba Zoka. Moba, welcome to the show, man. It's good to have you on tonight. Are you here?
Okay. I think you hear me. Thank you, Nelson. And how was your day today, Nelson?
Yeah, I'm doing well, and I think I had a good day. And it's a good thing that we're here again tonight, and to talk about
Yeah,
Liberia, to talk about our country,
a lot
the
of
forward march, and a whole lot.
a
You
lot
know,
of a lot of things going around, a lot of things happening. So,
yeah, so
we
many
got to
things
update.
happening.
Yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
So many things happening, and we will not start the show without doing the regular update here, and
Yep,
that's what we do all the time. And
yep.
so I just want to run quickly to the updates as we
Hmm.
get set to bring the rest of the panelists on and to get the conversation moving. We'll recognize a few of the folks in the comment section as well. But let me run straight to the updates. What are the unfoldings? What are the issues in the country today? What are Liberians talking about? What are the policymakers doing? Well, a lot to talk about. A lot is
Yep.
going on in the country. Yesterday, um, we brought this information about how um, the judiciary have been having some issues with the portion of the budget that has been allotted to them. 2.8% of the national budget for this year
Hmm.
is being allotted to the judiciary, and that branch of government sees the action as a total disrespect from the two other branches of government. And so they had a press conference saying that they will reject the 20 million or 2.8% of the national budget that has been allotted to them. They say they're not some quasi body or some uh, you know branch that falls under another branch of government, but they are three separate but equal branches of government, and so they should be treated equally. And so that was a concern. And then they dismissed EPS officers, about 300 of them. They are threatening some unspecified actions uh, against the EPS director, Sam Gay, and the UP government. According to them, their dismissal was illegal, it was unlawful, and so they say they are aggrieved, and their families depend on them for survival. And so, based on their dismissal and the action that the government has taken, they are going to carry some unspecified actions. Well, um, talking about where we are now, today, I don't know, but there's something going in and out. I don't know if it is a TV or a thing or something on, but I think I'm getting some feedback from you, Mova. Yeah, there's a feedback coming through. Or maybe you could just mute while we, once we get you, yeah. So, moving on to training issues, still on the training issues. Um, the Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission is threatening to legally punish officials of government who will fail to declare the assets. You know, it's like for every time we want to drive away from this conversation about asset declaration, it keeps coming back, you know. And there's always something connected to this whole asset recovery thing that will always come back. So the LACC today appeared at the Ministry of Information, Cultural Affairs and Tourism, the MICAT regular press briefing, and they addressed this particular issue. The chairperson of the institution, Councillor Alexandra Zoe, said, public officials are under obligation as per the law, the code of conduct of the country, to declare the asset before taking office or, as per the law, after a period of 30 days. So if maybe you took office some other way, and maybe your confirmation or whatever, yes, but it was so hurried that it was done hurriedly in such a way where you needed to take office, you had up to 30 days to declare your asset. But as we speak, according to the LACC boss, of the total number of individuals that have been appointed in government, you have just 200 public officials that have declared their assets so far. She applauded them. She commended them for that. But aside from the 200 public officials, all the others are yet to declare their assets. So she was saying that the LACC is going to legally punish those individuals. But again, as you talk about punishment and all of those things, you know, then it brings about a lot of other questions as to whether the LACC is even called with the responsibility to punish those individuals. That's another question all by itself. We know that the office that has the legal authority to punish those individuals is the office of the ombudsman, as per the very code of conduct. That's where Senator DeLong came from when he said, when the LACC initially spoke on this issue and gave a timeline and said that they were giving public officials a certain time frame to be able to declare their assets, and Senator DeLong said, no, you don't have the legal authority to come in to give anybody a timeline because it does not fall within your purview. But that's part is they're coming from Senator DeLong. The LACC is saying that they will legally punish individuals, people who go ahead and those officials of government who will fail to declare their asset. Well, so asset declaration is still a conversation in the country, and a lot is being said about that as well. So on Saturday, a man by the name of Weah Joe was arrested by the Liberia National Police. This man was arrested during the evening hours after he was seen extorting money from drivers along the Capitol bypass in Monrovia. Weah Joe was impersonating to be an officer of the Liberia National Police. So it's like mobile or any other person goes and sees, once you have access to a police uniform, you wear a police uniform, you go, you stay in the traffic, you start engaging people, you know, park the car, you know, and stuff like that. So the police was able to arrest Mr. Weah Joe for impersonating as a police officer. And when he was being questioned, investigation revealed that Weah Joe had been dismissed from the employment of the Liberia National Police over 4 years for being in constant for being absent consistently without leave, He was assigned in Vonjama, Lofa County, and following his dismissal, Boema Joe was spotted in central Monrovia, this time around impersonating, extorting money from a taxi driver. So the suspect is being investigated. He has been sent to court pending prosecution. Now, this one I'd like to end up with, and then we do our opening. We recognize a few of our folks in the comment section and do our opening. Let me bring Soiree on. Mr. Eugene Nangwe, formerly of the Maritime Authority, confirmed today that President George Weah, former President George Weah, former President of the Republic of Liberia, Dr. Ambassador George Weah, was denied access to the Claire Marie Weah VIP Lounge at the Rebuttal International Airport for the second time. So, according to Mr. Eugene Nangwe, 2 weeks ago, former President George Weah informed the Liberian government about an invitation that was extended to him for a diplomatic meeting in Accra with arrangement made for a private jet. And so he told the Liberian government, and EPS officers by 7 a.m. on Thursday were deployed at the facility of the airport during the former president's departure. So he said upon the arrival of former President George Weah and his team at the airport, they discovered that the presidential lounge that was expected to be used by former President George Weah during his departure was locked. And because of that, the former president was prevented access to the facility. And they advised the former president and his team to use the regular terminal for their security check to avoid embarrassment. So, Mr. Eugene Nangwe, former head of the Liberia Maritime Authority, made those comments. And he went on to say that it was an embarrassing situation. It is not a good start for someone who served the country as president to be denied access to a facility that is supposed to be used by someone who is of that status. So he has been heavily criticizing the UP administration for denying the former president for the second time the use of the VIP lounge at the Rebuttal International Airport. So these are just a few of the happenings. And Mayor Koji, was in the news today. He had a press conference stating how devastating things are becoming under the Unity Party administration, accusing this government of not protecting the lives of citizens. He mentioned the issue of mysterious deaths, mentioning the AFL personnel and other issues as the reason why they in the opposition are sitting back and documenting. They will get ready very soon to push the government's feet to fire. Now let's have a conversation. Let's have a show. Let's kickstart the show tonight. I see Mobile, you here. I see Vasco. Vasco is in the background. He's coming on, and I see Bida Soiree is already here. Let me go to the comment section and just recognize a few of our folks. Then I'm going to come back to you guys to do your opening, and then we can start the conversation tonight. So I see Lasana Kamara is here. I see Sylvester City. I see our own Hans Gola King. Gola King or Gola King? Hans Johnson, Officer Johnson is here. I see Miss Siata Tengbel is here as well. I see Adam Kamara. I see Getru Kuyati. I see Tape Tobe, Emily Fambule. I see Natana K. Hill. I see Solopi. I see a lot of folks here. Madam Messias Nanin. I see Lofty Bondo. I see Franklin Cardu. And a lot of folks here joining us tonight. Yes, so thanks to all of you guys for joining us. Please share the program as you come on tonight. Let's have a fascinating show. So, guys, welcome to the show. Let me welcome you, Vasco. Thanks for joining us tonight. Bida Soiree, it's good to have you. Our own co-host, Moba Zoka. Thanks for being here tonight. Let's do our opening. You can take your first 1 minute, 30 seconds each to do your opening as we get ready to start the show. Moba, you can go ahead. And then we take Vasco and then Bila. Moba, I'm not hearing you. I don't know why. Okay, yeah, but then, yeah, you can go ahead and come back. So let's take Bila. Bila, go ahead. Do your opening. Let's hear you.
Yeah, thank you. Let me begin by saying good evening to each and everyone following the platform, by the way of radio, Facebook, or by whatsoever means you're following the late night show. And basically, I want to say thanks and appreciation to all of those that take upon their time to come and view, share their knowledge with us. And we would like to always tell you to share the show, because the more you share the show, the more other people got the information. So basically, what is on my mind is the issue about, obviously we discuss issues about national issue, and we don't look at people who strengthened national issue. That is the journalists in our country. Over the past period of time, we have been knowledgeable that journalists has not been treated in a funny manner wherein they ought to be. And at the end of the day, you're going to see yellow journalism at the higher range. What are some of the factors that lead to some of these things? Journalism has not been prioritized in Liberia because people see media as just a common thing. They do not want to pay journalists. There has been abuse. So at the end of the day, you're going to see a lot of undermining within the media. You see pro-media. You see all sorts of things going on in the media because journalism has not been looking into. One thing the job they do is it is a sacrificial job, but you don't want to leave them in certain their class and not wanting to pay attention to them. So I want for journalists to get this level of leverage. Like I'm reading an article about Ghana and other African countries. They got a place where they got their independences in those places that generally has their own rules that government gives certain level of leverage to them. So I want that to be looked into, so our media should not be that usual way polluted. So that is what on my mind.
Thank you, Peter Swari. And you have a point, talking about the media, the need for the media to be empowered so that we can have professionalism across the media landscape, which is a very good thing. And but it starts with a personal decision, as much as there are many edges of this particular issue, it starts with a personal decision. And as much as motivation, compensation, and everything is very key to the level of professionalism everyone wants to see across the media. But it gets to a point where no matter how much you pay a person, once the personal decision has not been made to take the professional path, it's going to be difficult, So yeah, it's a very critical issue, and you're right, Bida, because when the media that is supposed to checkmate, the media that is supposed to um, play that watchdog role, is being tampered with, compromised, and when professionalism fades away, it gets to affect the society, to a larger extent, So yeah, that's a great one. Maba, you want to do your opening?
Yeah, thank you, Nancy. You guys can hear me, right?
Yeah, you very.
Okay, thank you. My concern, like, I just a little bit concerned about the former mayor, Jefferson Koji, making a lot of regular statements, very divisive, and he's saying a lot of lies, no evidence. And I hear him talking about people a lot of secret killing, a lot of death going around. Look, sometimes when people want to be deceitful to that country, that's how they behave. I'm so disappointed because people that Jefferson Koji needs to be passed on the streets of Monrovia. If that country like a Western world country, a Western country where you see people they get accountable for what they do, people like Jefferson Koji so even get whole press conference. These were the same people who carry talks around, who carry militia in our country, and he now talking about people killing people doing this, the government as a secret killing body all over. Your government was in power. The amount of death that was never accounted for. If we count it, you know that how many? Although we don't want it to continue, we want closure for a lot of people. So if things like this happen, we'll come here and say the police. I mean the AFL guy who allegedly shot himself. For me, I don't believe it. For anybody can say they don't believe it. Let the people go into investigation and bring it and get closer to the family. But I don't believe it that he shot himself. I don't know how many times. And it happened during George Weah regime. The EPS man said they said man shot himself more than 4 times in the head. Common sense. That family get closer? No. And then the government came to power instead of them opening cases and investigating thoroughly and bring the people to justice. They're still making fun. I put a Jefferson Koji a whole press conference and say a lot of rhetoric. So I blame the Joseph Yima Baga government. Look at last night. Ben Tobala came on here and said a lot of things. People asking questions about the July 26th. He said that he was endorsing it, and today he walking free. In a developed country, that man should be beyond bar for attempted murder. But today we hear them, we see people come here and say they made Jefferson Koji saying things what they mean so to say. It baffles me. I'm so now I be thinking about what Labra is heading to.
Thank you.
What Labra is heading to. Our people need to stand up. Like the government need to bring closer to a lot of family who people are just killed. I mean, got killed during George Weah regime.
Thank you, Mobile. That's what you did. Vasco, you want to do your opening quickly? 1 minute, 30 seconds.
Yeah, Nelson. First of all, let me say thank you so much for this platform. That at least we have a place that we can come and share our view on national issue. And let me say hi to our people that are watching, both on Facebook and the YouTube. And even those that are listening to us by the means of the radio. I want to say hi to every one of you. But Nelson, first of all, before I say what's on my mind, I want to say a big thank you to my Secretary General, Mr. Jeff Koji, for a splendid press conference today. And everything that was said in that press conference is all true, 100%. Nobody can doubt it. Only people that don't see will come and doubt what the SG said today. So, and these are the things that we want for the party. The party don't just need to sit there wanting to sharply react to issues because our people are suffering. I mean, where we left the country is going beyond where we left it now. The suffering is too much. But my attention, what's on my mind is the trip to South Korea by the president. I've been eagerly watching and reading different news outlets in South Korea. All I can see there is Mauritania, Tanzania, how you call them, Ethiopia, Rwanda. These are the countries that are walking away with millions of dollars. And I listened to our president's speech. I listened to the other leaders speaking. Those leaders that got something from that summit, like they presented something to South Korea that South Korea needed. They just said money that they can buy into it. And it baffled me for the president to take Senator DeLong and the other lawmaker on that trip that have no impact. This was an African Leaders Summit. It will interest you to know that some of the people I'm seeing on that trip, and Nelson, they were never included on the listing. I got one of my friends to call Mohammed Kamara in there. So imagine how many people to talk with them, and they're coming back to the country empty-handed. Nothing, because I know my people. If there was something for Liberia, but now, if all the other president left the country already, it's just the Liberian people stay there. They were meeting our Liberian community last night. That was a good stop. But I mean, we can be traveling, leaving the country in the early stage of your government, and you're not attracting anything to your country, nothing. So I mean, I'm just disappointed, that's all. I hope they can work on their international engagement. And like I said, nobody in this government, these people don't know nobody. You can see it. Nobody, they don't know, no contact. Everybody know our distance 6 months, but we are already breaking ground and projects and things are going on in the country, but nothing happening.
Yeah, and you're right. There were groundbreaking that went on. The Bali Island, for example, there was groundbreaking that went on. But Vasco, is there any update on the Bali Island, situation? We know that there were lots of groundbreaking that went on. I mean, so many of them. I can't.
Yeah, but most of the groundbreaking, that went on, you can see those projects. We all can admit the Bali Island. We all saw the work on that road.
Which road?
Going to the island. You saw the work on that road going to the island.
What?
You know, saw the work on the road.
Vasco, wait.
Vasco, stop him, man. I don't like to disrupt you, but stop it.
Please don't interrupt Vasco. Give our brother Vasco a chance. Vasco, go ahead. Which are the road and where is the island located in? The road.
Island is around a Bushro Island area. I just forgetting that place name. I will try to get it maybe in the middle part of the show. The people that was responsible to work on that Bali Island, that company were already in the country, and they were situated to a place with the equipment and things. But before you can get to that island, you have to do the road.
So where did the road come from? To get to so when the road started, because tomorrow morning I won't go to that road.
That's why I said in the middle part of this show, I will try to get the place name. Y'all know me. I don't say something. I don't have facts. I'm about to put it on right now and tell you where is it.
No, Vasco, sorry, forgive me, but when you spoke of groundbreaking, Bali Island was just the first project that came to my mind, and interestingly, Bali Island was a dream that didn't turn out, that didn't become a reality.
Yeah,
but
I'm telling you,
it's a good thing that you broke that ground as well. You broke that ground, and just that it didn't turn out to be a reality, But Vasco, thank you, man. Yeah, thank you, and it's a great way to start the show. It's a great way to start the show, and but this is where we are. Former president of the country, President George Mane, Dr. Weah. He received an invitation. He received an invite to go to Ghana to have some engagement. And he said he engaged the government. He put the government in the know. The government was fully aware that your former president is about to leave for Ghana. Early in the morning, he and his team, they got ready. They drove at the airport, only to do their check-in at the VIP lodge that the Cloud Mary Weah that was named after the former president. Look, come to think about this. The president is the former president of the country. The former president named that lodge after his wife, the former first lady of the country. They are traveling and they want to use the lodge. In fact, Mr. Eugene Nangbe has been saying that they informed the government ahead that this president has a diplomatic meeting in Accra so that they can make this arrangement. In fact, because of this diplomatic meeting, there was a private jet organized for the president, the former president. Sorry, but once an ambassador, always an ambassador. There was a private jet organized for former President George Weah. Because they knew that there was a private jet coming for the former president, they reached out to this current administration. They organized, they arranged everything. Only to go there in the morning, the VIP lodge that was named after the former first lady. Imagine the former first lady herself wants to use this lodge that was named after her. They play a lock. It's locked. They can't have access. It was embarrassing to a point where the former president, with this expectation that he was going to use the VIP lodge, he had to use the terminal. He had to use the ordinary place, the regular terminal, for security checks to avoid embarrassment. And so he was being prevented from making use of this facility for the second time. But again, the other side of this discussion has been that let me give it over to you guys. Let's talk about this just before moving to our next talking point. The second time. Vasco, let's hear your take on this issue. Then we're going to move to mobile and Bila.
Yeah, thank you, Nelson. Today I'm listening to the former maritime boss, and I saw photos of the president using the regular terminal to leave. And when I heard Eugene Nangbe speaking today, I felt so bad. Look, because when election is over, there is a lot of misfeeding and bad feeding in the country. People stay angry. So it is up to the people that won the election to try, to bring the country together. Because we are all Liberian. We just took sides during the election. So the president played a major role in unifying the country. I can remember when President Weah won the election. President Weah drove to former president now, Joseph Barker's house.
What?
Everybody
Former
knows.
president now? Okay, the current president. Okay.
The current president now. Everybody knows what was George Weah's contribution to this man, to the president. what he did for him to be on his feet today. So if even there is a problem or you got people around you telling you, say, don't do this. I see Joseph Walker Jr. coming and using a VIP. I see everybody coming and using a VIP.
But again, Vasco, the other side of this thing is a lot of people are saying that, but he's no longer president. The presidential or the VIP lounge is meant for the president, and top officials of government.
Let me hold you right there.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know that the president, the country will continue to pay this president until he can what? Go on the ground? This is a statement
to get.
This man portfolio is bigger than all the minister, lawmaker that you can see over there. You talk about VIP. It is not just restricted to president. President Walker used.
Listen, Vasco. Do you still expect the former president, and the current president to be treated at the same level, especially when it comes to using that VIP lodge? Do you expect the two individuals to still be treated at the same level? You're talking about ex-president and current president.
Thank you.
Because you are coming in with a comparison. You're making mention of the first family that the president's children, they use that lodge and so on. But we saw the same with the former president. You know, he used the facility. His family used the facility as the first family at the time. Don't you think that there should be some limit with respect to the privileges they enjoyed while they were the first family, as compared to now when they are no longer the first family?
Merci. The only privilege you can stop the former president is to go and sit in the chair that the current president is sitting in, to be at the executive marshal. That place is a VIP launch president. We have built that place to send a good image for people that will be coming to our country. Pastors came to Liberia, they will use the VIP launch. The president have a specific place in that launch that no other person can go there. But they also got places in a VIP launch that whosoever travel, any other VIP person, the man is leaving the country. How long he going to sit there? Maybe for them to just fuel his private jet and do other stuff, and then he pick up. You saw the man went to Ghana. What the Ghanaian government did? Former president of another country, but he went to Ghana. They offer him everything. The Ghanaian government sent cars to take him to the presidential palace before leaving.
Maybe Ghana is the president's second home.
Let's
hear from.
Let me lay on this note. Look, the United Party, they will not be the government until Judgment Day come. They don't even know if they will even get 2 terms. What create that kind of avenue in our country? What the United Party is creating, and everybody's saying now, you're journalists. Sometimes you gotta speak on these things.
Thank you.
They government came to power, instead of them empowering Liberians, you know what they have done? They are increasing the suffering of Liberians, taking job from Liberians, taking the market women from where they're supposed to sell the market without any solution to help them.
Thank you. That's
bad.
Thank you.
It's
let's hear from you on this, Moba. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, Nelson. Look, for me, that whole VIP law is something I don't really like. But my question, what's very important about that whole VIP thing, that every day we come, people will make things, make issue out of that type of thing. Because
again, it's beyond just a VIP lounge. It's about the treatment. It's about how you treat an ex-president, and I think that's the angle. Some of the folks are looking at it from. The due courtesy. An ex-president, someone who was once the first the commander-in-chief, someone who served the country for 12 unbroken years, making critical decisions for the country at the highest office in the land. I mean, so it's
12
not
years, Nancy.
6
Where you
years.
take extra years, 6 years from?
no. I mean, I knew
We
you were
not
going
No,
to.
fire
no,
you.
to emphasize.
So yeah, so and Ture is already hitting me hard from the back. Yeah, but I didn't see Ture at all. But it's about this person who served the country for 6 unbroken years. Mama, it's not just about the VIP lounge. It's not just about the building, the comfort, and everything. But go ahead, waiting your thoughts on
Nancy,
this.
I think the entire government need to come together and and find solution for the identical incident, because it happened the last time. We discussed it, and today and yesterday again it happened. So we got to discuss it today. But I think like I said, let the president just like get a man his respect. He's a former president. Let talk so and talk so. We shouldn't we shouldn't have a politics in it, but let him go there, because he's a former president. He's a former head of state. Although people will say, "Oh, he's a former head of state. He needs to get out of that treatment." But I believe with him myself. Although me and George Weah can get along, but on that one, I will give him the respect. He served our country for 6 years. He did a lot of things. So for him why would take other people from other countries and they go over there? Other diplomats from other countries, they go over there. Why about him?
You may be making a very good point. Let me highlight a comment from the comment section here. Myself Snelling. Madam Snelling is Snelling, right? Yeah, I got the name right. She says, yes, he's a former president, yes, but we have one president, not 2 presidents. No,
Nelson.
If it is executive, right? I'm coming. If it is executive, who is the head of the executive? Who is the commander-in-chief? How many commanders-in-chief do we have in the country?
Nelson, you know what they're taking the whole thing wrong? That is divine VIP, very important people, right? George Weah is a very important man in our country. Why are you taking people from other countries like common people said? Did there someone that are nothing in our country, but they come on diplomatic mission, they will power over there? Why about George Weah? That also we shouldn't put politics in there, but that will give him respect. That will give him respect. That's it. George Weah get all right to use that identical VIP lounge. Doing any Johnson said in turn, if it was not coming happy, or maybe or Eddie at that time it was not even faced. When Eddie was traveling from country to country at that time, it was not faced. Probably. But I think with him, I said George Weah come and get it. The credit to how to pass there. I mean the pathway. So we know like the thing is not about politics, but that's a reality. They seem to be George Weah for what Baga do know we gotta say the truth. You shouldn't be hunting people, you shouldn't be doing things that other people will say, but the same thing other people doing, like what you're doing. It's not how government run. When you come on change, be different. Because you come with change, be different from other people. That's the reason why the people voted you to power, to come and bring changes. But when you can't do the same old thing, the people doing, they want a different say. Then what Kanye will say, oh, why he doing? They no. As the same way we bash at the CDC government for doing a lot of things. If George Weah, if Waka government do the same thing, we're talking. And until that, let me just conclude by saying the AFL guy who they say shot himself, want closure to that case. When I sit and watch our case go under the carpet.
Thank you.
Closure.
Thank you, Moba. Thank you. Now let's hear from Bila. Then we're going to take Francis, and then we take Emmy, and then we take Ture. But I mean, we're talking about something, a repeat of a situation, an incident that occurred just in February. Around the 26th of February, the first incident occurred. From February to March to April. So let's do this. This current president, okay, so the former president, about 1 month after his presidency, he got denied access to the VIP lounge. 1 month. February to March to April to May to June. In 3 months' time, the situation has repeated itself. Let's hear from you, Swari. Let's hear your take on this issue.
Yeah, thank you very much. You see, that country got a lot to do with. I don't know the protocol at the airport or the VIP, but I want to believe that there are low-minded people. When I say low-minded people, people at low level can pass through that VIP. That a former head of state is more than. Again, I don't know the protocol. I don't know how that VIP is used.
No, but
But
again, no, sorry. You can't be saying VIP loud and you say everybody can pass through the place. This is not the normal terminal.
But that is not everybody. We're talking about the former head of state, brother. Look, I've had the greatest agreement with George Weah not being president. I didn't see George Weah as a leader. But basically, let's create the fact. There are two things first, the two clarity I want to make quickly before I give my analysis on the issue. Vasco talk about George Weah did all the business things for Mr. Braga. That's not true. Even George Weah as the former president right now, he getting what he's supposed to get as the former leader of the country. That's what George Weah was doing for Joe Braga. There was no good. The second thing is, not all privileges George Weah has now as former president. George Weah cannot sign law in our country, in our president. That one are privileged by itself. George Weah cannot go at the executive mansion and sit in our chair. That one are privileged. There are many things we can name here. So do not misinform the people about privileges. A president has a former president. So basically, we need to be serious in our country. You see, when we talk about unification, these are places bad feeling comes. I mean, what is the big deal for a former president to use a VIP? This is the second time. The first time it happened, unfortunately, I was not here on the platform to give my view on it, but it is wrong. We should not be condoning these things with no politics. We should not be condoning these things because what becomes of President Braga being denied tomorrow to use another era that he should be using tomorrow as a former president? What will we say? We'll come and criticize it. So let's be honest to ourselves as a nation. Let everyone be given the due courtesy as to what they have said. There are a lot of things George Weah did to that country, but one thing you cannot take from him is being a former head of state. He must be given that title. He must be given that respect moving forward. Look, while I watched that video from Ghana, there was a lot of respect again. And one of the things you and I agree to George Weah with all of the things he did. I watched the video when he was passing through the regular area passenger pass, right? And he was not passing that a normal man lecturing with people all around the place there. I was like, wow, this speaks volume to something. That was after the incident that he was denied the VIP launch. And when he went Ghana, I watched the video, he was embraced. Let's stop doing these things to our country. We need unification in our country. If we cannot look at these payloads of wanting to bring unification,
sorry. Are you saying here that the denial of the former president access to the VIP lounge is something that breeds this unity? Is that the point you're trying to push here?
It pushes the unity in our country.
There are other Liberians who share the view that, look, we have one president, and if we have a VIP lounge that is meant for VIP, for our head of state, for the president, it should be used by the president exclusively.
That's missing it.
We should not.
VIP, no, not just on his pay now.
I am not giving my opinion or view here. I have no opinion on this show. I am saying that other Liberians share the view that we have just a single president. And if anything of such as a VIP lounge that is meant for our president, that is meant for our VIPs, it should be used by the president, and it should be at the discretion of the president as to who else uses that particular facility.
Again, you and myself don't know the protocol at the airport. VIP is for special people.
No.
Listen now.
Sorry.
Listen to me.
Yeah, conclude.
VIP is for special people, not only restricted to a president, a sitting president. Let's get that clear. That VIP launch is not only restricted to a sitting president. Let's get that clear. Moving forward, what I was driving at is this. I'm of a clear conviction of bringing disunity because no matter what you do, George Weah has it on the follower. They might have certain level of feeling moving forward that this man has not been given his due custody as the former president of our country. So people want to disrespect him, and it brings out so lot of bad feeling. If I'm in the shoe of George Weah, being George Weah supporter of government, I will feel bad.
Why are you saying?
So that's just a clear fact about these things.
Thank you. Vasco is comfortably in that position, and he's saying God forbid. Why? I mean,
No, but Nelson. Although we disagree with Joe Weah, but that's the fact we're saying. People
Can we not let me go for
that's it.
That's your fight. It's not everybody's
But
fight.
my brother, sorry, Jack confirm it. I know I'm about to go to the other side.
Let's move to Francis. Next, and
don't bring that confuseness to me, okay? Do not bring it to me. You and myself are going to see that.
So go ahead, Francis. Let's hear your take on this issue.
All right, yeah. Good morning, good evening to our folks. Nelson, I have a question first before I even elaborate on this topic.
Mm-hmm.
There's a presidential lounge right now, the one that is named after former First Lady Claire Weah, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Prior to the construction of this presidential lounge, what were presidents using to travel outside the country? And because they were not going through regular check-ins, correct? They had a previous one that was called. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I just want some clarification. There was one that the presidents used to use before they constructed this new one, right?
Right.
Named after Claire Weah. So now that the previous one, isn't that the VIP lounge?
You have a very good point.
Thank you, Francis.
Vasco, you want to
hello, thank you.
No, I don't need Vasco input.
No. Just hold on a bit. Hold on a bit, Francis. You're gonna come in. Vasco, go ahead.
Okay, Francis. True. We have the old launch. I mean, it's still okay. People still use it. Okay, but since the president built a new one, because the last time when he got denied, he used the old one to go. But today, and don't forget, when the president and his entourage traveling,
come on.
Okay, go ahead, but don't interrupt me while I'm going on.
Exactly, you gave Vasco 2 rounds. Don't interrupt anybody else.
I know. You may have disagreements. You may have disagreements with Vasco, but let's give the brother.
But Nelson, I have a simple question. Let me just talk my own. Let me talk my own.
Okay. Let me be quick.
Do your thing.
Today.
No. Please hold on a bit.
Today, let me just be quick. Today, the old launch wasn't functioning because don't forget. When you're going through that place, they have to bring the crew. The airport people will come and check all your material right over there and take it to your flight. But today, nobody was there. So that's what took the president.
No, but again, no. Vasco, no, that information.
No, right.
We have to
play.
You will ask Vasco for clarity.
Again, let's do this.
You get your number, play it.
Yeah, but again, let's do this. It's not about the place even being like people not being there or whatever, right? Regular people like you and myself, when we're traveling, you will use the regular terminal and do your security check there. The former VIP lodge is there. The new one that was being dedicated and named after the former first lady is also there.
Yeah.
What according to the Eugene Nangwe, the arrangement they made was to use the VIP lodge.
Yeah.
The new one. They made the arrangement, everything. It was all set.
Mm-hmm.
Only to go in the morning, they noticed that the place was locked. And so because of that, after every effort and it couldn't work out, so then they decided to use the regular terminal. Our former president then had to use the regular terminal to do his security check. No, I mean, don't be shaking your
And
head.
he said,
Our former president,
as of today, that's the only place he will use. He will no longer go to the VIP lounge anymore, and even the old one or the new one. If I love it,
Give me
today
some
what he saw.
respect here now.
Okay. So, Francis, no, guys, no. This conversation.
They rescue
No,
them, yeah, be vexed.
Okay, so Francis, go ahead. Francis, we are giving you 2 minutes. We are giving you 2
you
minutes.
2 minutes.
So go ahead.
For almost 10 minutes the first time. Then you took 30 minutes of my time just now and gave it to him. They won't tell me to talk for 2 minutes. You try me, I will log off this show tonight.
Come on, Francis. Francis, go ahead. Francis, go ahead. Calm down, Francis. Go ahead.
The reason I ask that question because you see, that's our problem in Liberia. Every one of us like to get emotional when we talk about things. We want to get our feelings. Sometimes we want to act like, oh, we're not biased. Nobody asking Soiree and Mobile to relate to Sakimo boys to show their independence on this platform. You don't have to relate to Sakimo Tree to show that you have independent thinking. But let's be realistic. That's why I asked the question. That former presidential lounge is now the VIP lounge. But because our former president want to show a big show, so he think that because he put his wife's name on that terminal, the woman that called Liberian women beggars during the campaign time, because he took her name and put it on there, so now he's entitled to use it. No, Mr. Former President, you don't have the right to use that terminal. It's called a presidential lounge. You are former president. You are a VIP. You use the VIP lounge. So when our brother come here and say, oh, look at how he was treated in Ghana. I saw that video. Oh, they let our president use it. Look at Grenada boss there. On the put termite. Oh, they let our president use the VIP lounge in Ghana. But, brother, he is a VIP in Ghana because he was invited. You are on diplomat. He's a VIP there. So if you are there to meet the diplomat, you will use the VIP lounge when you coming in, or even the president. If President Parker invites somebody, you will meet them in the presidential lounge. It doesn't matter if you invite the sweeper from Guinea and they fly into Liberia, you will meet that person in the presidential lounge because you know what? He's the presidential guest. So whatever terminal President Weah, former President Weah was allowed to use in Ghana, it's because he was a VIP. He was invited over there and he used that. So don't come on here talking about, oh, he went to Ghana, look at the treatment they gave him. No, that's why we have the VIP lounge in Liberia. He and his Sacramento boys should politely and glad for them use it. Stop making arrangement to use the presidential lounge. That's what it's for. If President Parker want to have a meeting with you at the airport in a presidential lounge, you will use it. But the last time you ever used it, unless that VIP lounge is broken, then yes, because of his safety as a former president, then they should probably consider allowing him to use the presidential lounge if there's any kind of breakdown at the VIP lounge. Common courtesy should be afforded him to use that, but he's not entitled to use the presidential lounge. He's a VIP. He used the VIP lounge. So don't come sit there for unity, this, that, and the other. You guys are spewing hate. You guys are spewing disunity in this country by even saying that. Letting our people think that, that there's unity, the only way unity will be, let former President Weah do whatever he want to do. That is not how things run. If there's rules, it should be followed. He is a former president. He's not a president. So stop acting like, oh, y'all impartial. Y'all can toss y'all don't toss. No. Speak the facts. Don't speak your other feelings. You know,
no, Francis.
He is a former president.
The former president of the
I feel like you're referencing my time said.
He went to Ghana.
Francis is not like you're honestly yourself.
No,
you keep talking about VIP presidential law. Why you saying?
I didn't interrupt you.
When
y'all talk about this unity, y'all spewing this unity, the simple fact that you're bringing up, you're confusing people. That's why I started. I said, maybe I'm confused. Maybe there's only one VIP lounge over there.
You gotta calm down, Francis. You gotta calm down.
Go to regular checkout. That was wrong. But that's why I knew there was something that was using before. There's one he named after his wife that called Liberian women beg us during the campaign time. He's not entitled to use
know,
it. Come on,
thank
man,
you, Francis. Thank you.
President, I want you to recap your voice and listen to yourself.
It's a good thing that you are able to clear your chest. Look, Emmy thinks we'll move to Emmy next, right? But there's a Emmy. I want us to do this at last.
Amy says she give her time to Francis.
Because
That's not
okay,
what I said.
so
You just
already
delaying me. I'm coming for you.
The airport authority came up with a release. There's a statement we'll pull up, right? But I want Emmy, since we're gonna pull this up before you
Okay,
speak,
if you want me to talk before I can do it,
yeah,
because I
so
read it.
go ahead. We're gonna end up with this release from the airport authority. Then we'll take 1 minute each on it and try to make
Okay,
sense.
so Nelson, I don't know when we will stop hearing about the celebrities treatment of President Weah, former President Weah. Okay, because since Ellen Johnson suddenly left the White House, the executive mansion, right? Okay, since she left, I never seen anywhere that lady has any problem, any noise anywhere. Oh, they didn't do that one to her. She is a former head of state. She owns that one. She owns all that drama thing that nobody have ever seen it about Madame Sally in this country. And she served for 12 years. 12, like you said, unbroken years. Okay? Judge Weah just left over a couple of months ago. We can't hear the end of it. Like my brother Francis said, he just took everything out of my mouth. You have two executives, VIP, right? And according to that statement,
Don't go to the statement. Don't go to the statement.
I'm talking about that statement because people coming on here, they don't know the facts. They want to act like they're impartial and just say whatever they want to say. And that statement of division, that's spewing hate, and you're sitting on a platform. You need to stop that. Because I don't see anything in that talking about division or divide people or people need to unify and something. Y'all need to know that what really happened before you start to speak into it. We don't know. There's two sides. These people said that they were informed this morning that Weah was traveling. And you just want to bug that and just and door open.
This morning, yesterday, day before yesterday, 1 week ago, there was prior notice. I mean, what cannot be erased from this entire thing is that there was a prior notice about the former president.
So whom are you? So do you know the facts? Because that statement is saying that they just got notice for this.
Okay, so let me
whoever spoke said it was a prior notice. So who are we listening to until you do your investigation? You
since you've already started making mention.
Okay.
Let me read a statement. Emmy, then you conclude. Then we move to Ture, right?
Continue, not conclude. You just put me out.
So we have June 6th. Yesterday for us here in Liberia, and it says the management. So this is released by the Liberia Airport Authority. It says the management of the Liberia Airport Authority (LAA) refutes media reports on Vision TV and online media outlet that Liberia's immediate former president George Weah was denied access to the VIP terminal on Thursday morning while departing the country via the Rabat International Airport. The management of the Rabat International Airport was informed of the former president's travel on the same Thursday morning by Colonel Tweed Dixon Doe, the former commander of the Executive Protection Service, the EPS, assigned at the VIP terminals. Colonel Tweed Dixon Doe also informed the airport's management that the former president had requested on his own volition to use the regular passenger terminal instead of the VIP terminal. In keeping with the airport's security protocol for departing passengers, the former president George Weah and former First Lady Claire Weah were given the necessary due courtesy as, let me conclude with this next slide here. Given the due courtesy as okay, as required. However, the management seizes this moment to make it emphatically clear that to the public that the VIP terminal is managed and operated by the Ministry of State and not the airport authority. By the Ministry of State and not the airport authority. It's signed by the management.
Can I finish now? Can you put
yes,
it in?
you want to conclude from here, Emmy.
So I want to continue because you stopped me. So like I was saying,
what's different?
What's different is that there are two stories here. There are two stories here. You're not running with one.
No. Emmy, I'm
finish now.
I'm coming. You're
What
gonna
different?
Emmy.
Okay,
Emmy,
go ahead.
you're gonna finish. So my question is, what's different from what Eugene Nangbe said? The statement from the airport authority is saying that yes, the people or the former president and his first lady were given the due courtesy. They requested to use the VIP terminals, but they requested on the same date. Eugene Nangbe, on the other hand, is saying that no, we requested a hell of time. We were given the assurance, but when we went, the place was locked. The airport authority is saying that they requested on the same date. The airport authority, what they're not telling us is whether or not they lack this facility as of the time the former president went to use the facility. They're not saying that. They're not saying.
You just answer your question. So, your own question is, what's the difference? The difference is that Eugene Nangbe has a different narrative, and other people have a different narrative. Do you know the real one? No, but you're running with one on this show. You and the other boys. You're running with one on this show.
Emmy, Emmy,
that is not right.
Emmy,
let me be clear. You keep interrupting me.
Don't
let me finish.
Don't tab into any narrative.
No, because you're saying that what is not clear. First of all, no one is saying that former President Weah should be disrespected. Nobody is saying that. I would never encourage that, right? But I'm sick and tired of this celebrity treatment that everybody must lay down, let it roll because we are coming. We don't hear all the noise about Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. She's a former president. She treats herself like one, and not treating herself like a celebrity that every time we are leaving the office, it should be leaving the country, it should be noise. Oh, they went here and they went here division. We need to stop that. If George Weah, if there's a VIP, something that a VIP needs to use, that's what he needs to use. He's no longer a president. He cannot be using the same thing that the president now is using. If Joe Biden leaves office tomorrow, the same thing applies to him. It doesn't matter who it is. So we got to be honest with ourselves and stop acting like, oh, we want to be partial, so we got to agree with everything. When you don't know the full story. We got to get a full story because there's two different stories here that are going around. That make it 3. Vasco, added to the other people who make it 3. Because you're asking Vasco for clarity, I don't know the protocol at the airport. I don't know the protocol at the airport, but common sense tells me that if you have a VIP and you have an executive suite, the executive is for the president now, the president head of state, not the former. No. So we all need to know that even in this country, that when people leave office, we don't even hear about them like that. They are history. Until we can hear them speaking somewhere, we don't even hear the noise about them, something like that. But every day, they didn't want to the former president. They didn't want to Weah. Everybody lay down. Weah didn't want Weah build that place or whatever he did at the country money. It's not it's not come from Djibouti or Parfum. Nobody. That's the country money. Anybody could have done it. Okay.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
Not go on it, but I don't know what she did to deserve that. So we need to come here and be honest. Nobody's saying George Weah should be disrespected. And if he's being disrespected, it's wrong. But if he needs to use the VIP, that's what he needs to do, not the presidential suite. We need to stop that and start.
Thank you very much. Emmy, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for following your brother Francis. You know, you guys came on. Very strong. But let's take Toure, and then maybe we should take some course on this issue here. But let's take Toure. Toure, go ahead. Let's hear your take on this.
Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, to all of our viewers here in the United States and around the world, and to you, the panelists and our host Nelson. Thank you very much. Look, at the end of the day, I was going to have my position statement on this situation anyway, but thank you very much for bringing that sort of like statement from the airport authority. And I think from anybody reading that, you know exactly that there's nothing there, to be quite honest. You would have said maybe the airport authority denying the president usage of that area. They could have come out and said the area is under renovation. Or they could have said something else, right? But to read that and see exactly that, matter of fact, they were notified when Thursday.
No, so the airport authority is saying that they were notified on the same date of the president's departure.
Okay, on the same day. I mean, where is the protocol to? I mean, surrounding that, do you have to book it a couple of days prior, or do you have to, because people have to prepare? It's not a place that is used every day. That's why I'm making it to be a presidential, lodge, right? So I mean, there are so many things. Maybe people that are catering to that place, they don't work every day, right? I mean, there are so many things around it. So for my brother Molba and Suare to really run with this narrative that is fueling division in a country, I think that was a little bit harsh from both of you, right? And I think you guys should really take some of your sentiment out of this on this platform tonight before we exit this medium. I think that was a little bit harsh, right? There is nothing, and you keep saying that JMB need to stop. Bro, JMB is the president of the Republic of Liberia. He's not telling people how to run this agency, even though it reflect on him as a president or as a leader.
Listen. Yeah, he's not telling people how to run the agencies. He's not telling people how to run the agencies. But one thing I want you to take note of in the statement we just read, the airport authority is saying that this facility is not run by them. The Ministry of State has absolute control over this facility. Okay. So, if for any reason we have to get at that point where we start to ask the critical question as to why was the former president denied, then the best person to answer that question is the Ministry of State.
Thank you.
And the Minister of State for what? Presidential affairs, right?
Yeah, Ministry of State for presidential affairs.
Okay,
obviously.
great. So now you're talking about, but anybody out there sitting out listening to us will think that everything sort of like in the vicinity of the airport is under the authority of the airport management, right? But now, Nelson, you putting that out there, that just gave this whole thing another light. Okay, so
thank you.
When these things happen, we need to take our time. Carrasco came out of a post. I just visited a page. I'm not seeing that. I'm no longer seeing that posting there. All right, it's not there. So if anybody can find that, please. But sometimes we have to do what we call due diligence, get to the bottom line of how these places are operated, who are responsible for these places, and where do you make your reservation, to whom these reservations are being made to, before we can come here to try to give a definite statement or definite position on these things. So I mean, look, President Bwaka is the president. Trust individual to run these entities, knowing that they will make their best judgment on issues. But to say that the president needs to stop, This is a
No,
weak
but Ture, I see you're trying to be
division in the country. I mean, look, that is a little bit harsh, man. For real.
I was trying to disagree too.
And I love my brother Soiree and Moba, man. But I mean, look.
Mama, I see your hand up.
But wait, Nancy,
take 20 seconds quickly, Mama.
Yeah, Nancy, let me just say this. I never thought about division in the country. All I said was, like, the president, like, whosoever, like, I mean, George Weah need our respect. That's what I said. I don't say they will bring division.
But again, I know you will conclude, Mama. Is there any reason why, Mama, I know you will conclude, right? But is there any reason why the presidency should be disassociated from this action when in fact it is the Ministry of State for Presidential Affairs that controls the management of what happens to the VIP lounge? Is there any reason why the presidency should be disassociated from this?
No, Nancy, every little thing that happened during George Weah regime, pull on George Weah. So when I come here and say because it happened on Baga, exclude Baga from there, Baga is included. You go, you cannot. We all keep. Oh.
Thank you, Baba.
Let me say this. We want to wrap up a lot of recording.
Let's hear you, Soiree. Let's hear your.
I put my hands up first.
Yeah, but
no, one of the things I'm pleased with, and maybe some of all we resign from institution is we believe in our thought. You are not kind of pollute the air here, and we agree to you. Basically, you feel your thing, making point. When we came on the platform, we said VIP launch. Nobody was talking about presidential launch here. So, I mean, you got to listen when your friend's speaking. Basically, that statement did not deny the fact that the president should not use that launch, even if it's a presidential launch. In that launch, they got places. I mean, in that launch, they got places where nobody can go under the president. They got places where ministers and other folks can go. Let's be serious in the player when it comes to this discussion. I stand by my statement. If this thing cannot stop, it brings hatred in our country. You do not know how Liberian politics play.
Thank you.
We've been there. We know how people take common things, how people take common things, how people take common things at a certain level. I stand by my statement.
Then we bring Emmy and Francis with their 20 seconds. Then we'll go to the phone lines. Vasco, your 20 seconds quickly.
I'm just surprised. I see my brother and sister. I don't know whether they really understanding what they're saying about presidential launch and VIP launch. That word VIP, the president it can be referred to as a VIP. Hey, my people, I'm gonna be teaching you all the small thing. The president is a VIP. You ain't know that?
So
when
Vasco.
You get the security around the president when they speak, what they can say, the VIP coming. The president is a VIP. So they're not getting no different to what they say. The reason why you know how no knows that when Manasadi travel or former vice president Baga travel, because everybody have free way to travel through the VIP.
Okay, thank you. Let's leave there. Emmy, go ahead. Francis will take us to the phone line.
Thank you. So yes, we do understand what is being said here, because the last time it happened, they made it perfectly clear. Nobody stopped President Weah from using the VIP launch. It was made perfectly clear 2 or 3 months ago. So there will be no way that anybody, and first of all, we talk about the protocol, right? And the airport management or whatever, talking about the Ministry of State has something on there. So if the former president is traveling, I would think that the person to call is the executive mansion. What's the guy name? Grisby, is that his name?
Yeah.
I think that's the one you would want to make a reservation with, and not the airport management. And the airport management is saying he got to hear about it this morning. And like Teresa said, these things has to be prepared. They are not just open every time there for anybody to just walk in and use for it to be there prepared. No.
So when you
just walk in there, and it's a VIP, they have special place for the president. So if you're talking about and the president going to go to your soiree, that's a difference. And
Thank you.
It is to come away and say, oh, it's something that is very, very wrong to be saying stuff like
Thank
that.
you.
But
Thank
that's
you.
a VIP discussion about
And
president of a presidential
she's
launch.
leave. We never heard about her Vasco because she did not care about the celebrity treatment that all of you care for. That you think everybody should be
Thank you.
voting over.
Thank you.
But we are passing still.
Thank you.
No.
Because she was never
Francis,
denied.
please go ahead. Francis, please go
There's
ahead.
nothing
We
there
have
to
to
deny her from.
Let me put the numbers
She
up.
was never denied.
First of all, educator Vasco Sumo, my first grade teacher. Thank you for educating our board. The reason why, like
I will
said,
always.
back then, when President Barack was vice president, or former vice president, and former president Andrew Johnson, there was only one lounge in that airport. So you cannot tell anybody no, especially our former president, our former vice president, everybody use the same place. But this time around, we have two. We have a presidential lounge and a VIP lounge. So when you're talking about presidential, Vasco, please be quiet, my man. I don't want to disrespect you on the platform, but let me speak. I got 20 seconds. So the man going through. When any VIP is leaving the country, they notify the airport. The VIP lounge will be ready. But say you think that he president, your Sacramento boys, you think that he president, so he got the right to use the presidential lounge. You don't tell your president to go be doing things for elaborate people so they can forgive him. So that when 2029 he can get a little chance. Y'all be here trying to fight for presidential lounge when he's supposed to be going through VIP lounge. Y'all will see what happens in 2029.
Thank you. So with that, we'd like to go to the phone lines. Let's take a few calls now. 0555-1010. Oh, okay, Toure, take your 20 seconds quickly.
So look, like I said, sometimes it's good for you to gather all of the facts before making your opinion, or at least before making a definite statement. Look, at the end of the day, that pressure there, or maybe you want to say a position statement that was done by the airport authority, they literally just put everything out there. And then until we can have CDC, or the president and his people come back to sort of like give a counter statement to that release, I think there where that thing gonna stay, and there is nothing else. So
Thank you.
The president will be afforded all of his presidential immunities. I don't think JMB gonna deny President George Weah anything. But what I see this to be, this is just a hairline grabber. That's what it is. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Toure. Let's go to the phone lines now.
Well said.
0555-101075. Let's take our first call here from the WhatsApp. Hello, you are live. Your name and where you calling from?
Thank you, Colette. My name is Zico Tamatila Johnson, and I join you guys this morning from Western Australia.
Okay.
I might be keen to say thank to all of you on the panel, and I want to begin by saying you can sufficiently deny or defend an error, but you cannot defend the consequences that follow that error. My point on this topic, I think it is ridiculous, it is unprofessional, and it is frustrating for the South to deny a former president of the Republic of Liberia using a VIP law. I think it's really disgusting because George Weah, it is an entitlement. It is not something you're asking for. And it's not surprising to me to see that George Weah using the executive law in Ghana. Check out Jaru. Jaru was in Ghana a couple of months ago. Steve Wonder. All the guys use executive law. Why would you deny a former president? I am now a supporter of George Weah. 100 times I cannot vote for George Weah. But you cannot get rid of people for entitlement. And why will Liberia continue to create a confusion? One individual will sit on the airport and just make a law that will be going for the 5 million people. It's totally ridiculous.
Thank you.
We need to
Thank
stop.
Thank you very much.
If you even purchase a ticket right now and want to fly to any country, you can buy a first class ticket and have that VIP treatment. It doesn't necessarily mean you got to be even president. So George Weah is entitlement.
Thank you, sir. Let's hold you there and take another person here. Hello, you are live. Your name and where you calling from? Let's hear you. Hello.
Good morning, Nelson. I'm calling you from the United Kingdom. My name is Konya Lofa.
Yeah, Konya, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm calling to make my point on the issue of George Weah using the VIP launch. Look, let's make things clear. George Weah is a former president, and he is just nobody greater than any of us. He's just a private citizen like us. So he's not entitled to
You think
the
so?
VIP
You
launch.
think the former president is like just a private
The
citizen?
former president, look at
any other
Madam
person
Ellen
right now.
Salif, yeah? Look at Madam Salif. Madam Salif is just
No,
like
but
any of
again,
us.
Konya, if that's the point you're pushing, then why does the former president have a security if he's like any other ordinary person? How many ordinary people have security?
In fact, there where I want to also make a point on, because the former president should be able to have his private security. Nelson, you can have a private security if you can afford to pay your private security. I can have private security if I can afford to pay my private security. The government should not be the one to provide private security for Madam Salif, neither George Weah.
Okay.
Because they are just common private citizens like any of us.
Thank you very much.
They are not entitled to the VIP launch. So everything everybody say is just nonsense.
Oh no! Sorry.
Sorry about on the show.
Konya, I have to let you go. This is a national platform. All right. So when you come up here, restrain yourself to be as professional as you can in putting your points across. Every single view expressed here is respected, and I think we have to respect everyone here for their views. Please. Let's take Mr. Julius Luke. Welcome to the show. It's good to have you on.
Good morning, Nelson, and good morning to your colleagues at the studio. It is always a pleasure following everything that you guys do there. But I have called in this morning to invite a checkpoint and to make some corrections. There's a difference between a VIP log and also the presidential log at any airport in the world. The VIP log, former President George Weah is at any international airport. He is a VIP, and as a VIP, he enjoys the immunity at every international airport or even national airport here to use the VIP log, not the presidential log at the airport. The presidential log is exclusively reserved for sitting current presidents or kings or majesties. Now, I don't understand why former President George Weah or people around him should always insinuate or make him believe that he's supposed to use the presidential stuff at the airport. No, he is a former president. As of such, he is a VIP. Okay. You a VIP at the airport, but not the presidential.
Okay.
No.
Thank you very much, sir. Thanks a lot for your input. Thanks a whole lot. Let's take this person. Hello, you're live. Your name and where you call from. Yeah, please go ahead quickly. Let's hear you.
Yeah, my name is I'm calling for the community things.
Yeah, go ahead quickly. Let's hear you.
Yeah, actually, I'm going to thank you for the first on the discussion, and I want to tell my brother Fasco, thank you there, and my brother Nelson, thank you there too. So first, as the army will address the issue. The launch is a VIP launch. Within a VIP launch, you have where it's selected for president, the presidential era. The VIP launch was made and built by former President Weah. He knows why he built that era. He knows who are supposed to operate there. Now, who is a VIP? A VIP is a very important person.
I mean,
very important person can even be a businessman. A very important person can even be an investor. They don't have to be a sitting president. They should stop misquoting. It's we are or VIP. It's not presidential law. That's not presidential law. It's a VIP law for a specific area only for the president.
Thank you very much. Thanks a lot. Let's go you there and take this person. Hello, you're live. Quickly, let's hear you. Have 30 seconds.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, this is straightforward.
Yeah, let's hear
you. People.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, my contribution there is, it's like there's two different things over there some of us want to understand. like the VIP and the presidential laws.
Hello.
Hello, I'm there.
So you done now, right?
No, I'm not done yet. I said the two.
Yes, I think you want to know which lounge he was denied.
Okay, so let me put it this way.
Yeah.
The statement from the airport authority says the former president requested to use the VIP lounge. Right?
Yeah.
So the statement, and according to Eugene Nangwe, he says the president was denied usage of the VIP lodge, specifically the Club Marie Weah Lounge. Now, so there are two areas we're talking about here. There's the VIP lodge. I don't want to say ordinary. There's a VIP lodge, and there is a presidential lodge, right? So the one Eugene Nangwe is talking about is the presidential lodge. Is the one that was dedicated by the former president and named after the former first lady, Club Marie Weah. That's the one he was talking about. The one the folks from the airport authority are talking about is the VIP lounge. And for them, they're not being specific as to whether it was the presidential, but they said the VIP lounge. So this is where we stand with that.
Yeah. But in that, you have to look at this portion that if even it was George Weah, he will not allow that presidential lodge for another person to lodge there.
Okay. Okay. So you support the alleged denial of this facility, right?
Fully.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's hold you there, and we'll take just 3 more calls, and then we wrap up. Let's take this one. Hello, you're live. Your name and where you call from?
Nelson, this is good evening, good night, good morning, good afternoon to wheresoever our people are.
Yes, sir. You have 30 seconds. Let's hear you.
No, Nelson, like we had to go. We have to learn. Yes, the place was built by George Weah, named after Cloud Weah, but it's not for George Weah. That place only for the vice president of the Republic of Liberia and the president. The pro-tem have to go there. Why are we all the time making argument on something baseless?
Okay.
I saw that post today when George Weah arrived in Ghana. Did he go to where the Ghanaian president can go? No, they took him to the VIP.
Thank you.
You know, we make small things out of we still have long ways to go.
Thank you very much. Let's take the last 2 calls. We wrap up. Hello. Hello, you're live, sir. Your name and where you call from? Sorry. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir. You're live on the show.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much, Nelson, and hi to all everybody that's serving on the panel this morning. I know that night or morning, but the topic on the discussion is very, very important. I think that topic been discussed before about George Weah being denied the VIP launch at RIA. I think the present administration was in an error because you give respect to people that respect belong to, and what goes around comes around. Regardless what happened, he is an ex-president. He entitled to the VIP launch.
Thank you.
Whether because they try to catch they say, hey, we get VIP launch and we get presidential launch, that excuse is just not holding water.
Thank you.
Because he is an ex-president.
Thank you.
So that is entitlement.
Thank you, sir. Let's take this person. No, we lost this one. Let's take one from here and the final one from WhatsApp. Hello, please go ahead. You're live.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead. You're live.
Okay. Thank you for the discussion. And one thing I want to make clear is I don't know the sister and brother whether they are in Liberia. But the area is not presidential lodge. The name of that area is Cloud VIP Lodge. We got two VIP lodges in Liberia here, the old one and the new one. There's no presidential law in Liberia. So if they are following the new presidential law for peace, they will know how
Thank you very much.
on the denial of the former president and no.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Let's hold you there and take this person. Hello, you're live. Oh, sorry. We lost that person. Let's take this final one. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, hello, Nelson.
Yeah, hello, you're live. You are the final caller. Please go ahead quickly.
Yeah, my name is Vinicius Morgan. I'm calling from Philadelphia.
Yeah, go ahead quickly. Let's hear you.
Yeah, one thing you guys don't understand. When Joseph Walker was traveling this week in South Korea, and he used the regular terminal to go, you guys don't watch a video and see which terminal Joseph Walker needed. He did not need no VIP. See the reason why he did not use a VIP lodge? Nobody want to even ask that question.
Yeah, no.
Correct, man.
But are you saying who's doing that? Are you saying that the current president of the country,
yes,
he used on the recent trip to Korea, he used the regular terminal?
Go to your spoon video and watch it.
No, sir. That is not true. That is not true. The VIP lodge, or the presidential lodge is ready for use. Is usable as we speak, right? So the only reason provided by the airport authority is that the people from the president, the people who made the arrangement for the president, they arranged on the same day that the president was leaving. They didn't do it far ahead of time. That's their point. And the next point they're making is that they don't control the usage of that particular presidential lodge or the VIP lodge. They don't control that place. It's the Ministry of State that has control there. So had it been a case where that place is not ready for use, they would have stated, they would have mentioned that in their statement. So that is not true, sir.
Trust me, go tonight, watch the video from
No, I'm not looking at the video, sir. Okay, thank you.
No, Burger use the regular terminal. I'm telling you something serious.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. We appreciate your contribution, sir.
Who knows? I mean, it could be possible.
So guys, we have to do our closing now. We're out of time. Let's start with Vasco. Let's do 1 minute each for our closing. Vasco, Francis, and Toure. Let's just follow the queue.
Okay, I mean, it was a great show. But I'm just a little bit disappointed. Look, wrong is wrong. And I want to say, Molba, thank you. You know how we disagree here? Molba, Suarez. Look, there will be nothing taken from you if you just say this wasn't right. But I'm getting your point. I understand where you're speaking from, because you're trying to look at the two words to be like two different things. But I want you to go back and check that thing they call it VIP. The president is also a VIP.
Thank you, Vasco. Oh, okay. You have 30 seconds. 30 seconds remaining, Vasco. Yeah, we have to.
I mean, look, and there will come a time, Nelson. It won't be George Weah, because I listened to YouTube number clear today. They said there will be no time George Weah will go back to that VIP lounge. Today, the process in which he traveled, people shaking his hand, moving on in the terminal, you know, he is not just an ordinary human being. So he said, even he loved that means now, so he will be going through there. But this is bad for our country. We'll just tell you.
Thank you.
George Weah is not just Liberia. George Weah respected everywhere in the world. Everywhere George Weah going to get treatment than any other person you think about in our country.
Thank you, Vasco. Thank you.
So, lacking.
Thank you, Vasco.
Please,
Frank.
before I end, there's something they said. Let's be frank, Soiree and Trey. Who will be arranging the travel and just inform somebody the very same morning? They made, because of the private jet coming to the country to pick up the former president, they inform these people. You know, the private jet even came to the country and stay here the next day.
Guys, no, seriously, you're interrupting. Please.
Because they may travel on a private jet, he have to inform the people ahead of time that private jet is coming to pick me up.
So is that thank you, Vasco? But is that the former president used the private jet?
No, private jets. Former president.
Even when the man not even president.
Francis.
Right? No.
Francis, go ahead.
Do you have that communication?
When you are running campaign around here, president, George Weah fly private jet all around here.
Thank you, Vasco. Francis,
please go ahead. For whole country to go play football game and private jet again. You.
We're gonna trouble. Nothing again. All over 5 minutes.
Please go ahead, Francis.
George Weah, President George Weah, former President George Weah, he might walk by line and go to Ivory Coast, then he get fly from there, saying he don't want to use the old VIP, the old lounge. But that Claire Weah lounge that you Liberian people money to build, that she call Liberian women beggars, he will not use it. If President Braga, when President Braga leave, he will use the old VIP lounge. Then the new president will use that Claire Weah lounge or the chin shit, or the chin, whatever they do with it. But you can't sit here. You will be disappointed. You need to focus on begging the Liberian people to forgive you for the abuse and make the appropriation of the Liberian money that I use it last 6 years. Talking about it says more ring, may I didn't face the road to the southeast. You better start begging the people and start looking for confusion where it's not necessary. How can I say I will be contender in 2029? They are running around looking for force. They're picking force. Everywhere are picking force. Is that the only way I can stay relevant? For us to be going around. Other presidents, they go, they open up their library. They do scholarship for people. They do philanthropic work. They be helping the population getting ready for the next campaign. But yesterday they're picking force. Yesterday doing teacher for their work and stuff. And what's wrong with y'all? The Liberian people get something for in 2029. Y'all been sitting down here. Y'all don't do the people work. Y'all don't go and be, helping the people. That line say you got farm and feed the people in Sano. You better go build that farm now. So they can start eating now. Then 2029 are better before the book for you. But let me tell you something. The road to the start, you'll be fit for the start the 2 years over.
Which No, Francis, I have I have to hold you there, Francis. Which 28?
Huh?
Which 28? Do you know that he just mentioned 12 years?
12 years for what? Oh, my man. 6 years from now, 2029. That road will be fixed. The way you're trying to speak vote in the southeast, you can't even do math correct. You have to correct math in the southeast. One police station against 375 people, y'all went and stopped their vote and 425 votes. How you get 375 people at a police station register? Then they get 4 and some people have voted there for George Weah. Then they will see if y'all get vote there in the southeast. Like y'all did in 5 states there. You're not going to do that proper work. Y'all be looking for
Francis. Ture, let's hear you quickly. Ture, go ahead. Let's hear you. You're 1 minute.
Yeah, Nelson, thank you so very much. Look, there's a theory in communication called the two-step flow theory. It was sort of like brought up by Immanuel Kant and Paul Laissez-Faire. When they talk about information comes from opinion leaders and then down to you know what I mean, the laymen on the ground. So by virtue of us being on this platform, we all becomes an opinion leader because we're giving our spin and our perspective on national issues. So that should matters. Nelson, while sitting here, someone sent me video. The president's recent trip. Yes, indeed, he used the regular launch. All right. So look, let me tell you this.
No. Ture, I want you to share the video.
I mean, the video right here. I'll put it in the chat room.
Send it to him. Let him play.
Ture, we want that in the chat room. I want you to send that video to me now Let me play that video before the end of the show.
Okay. I will send it to you. Let me
okay. Can you just pause a bit and send that video to me now?
Okay, let me pause a little.
Yes,
then let you take it back. This is a while listening to a platform. Don't be a liar to come be misleading the people. Let you take it back.
Say what is that? The video?
But go ahead.
I respect you so much. I respect you.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I expect that thing to phrase it, but not you to
yeah, to go ahead. Go ahead. That person who's saying that video that person who's saying that video is a sedition. They want to put a bad spin on what you're saying here, but go ahead.
First of all, I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I've never dreamed about being one. I'm not gonna come here to try to spin something that positively that is negative. But nevertheless, let me tell you this, Nancy. Look, there's a president who marvels the spotlight. He's thirsty for attention, right? That's the only reason. Former President Barack Obama, nobody even know that Obama even president in a place yet. Look, bro, if you're not president, do not carry yourself in a country like you president. Look, if former president even traveling, nobody should even know that a former president is traveling. But this guy and disciples, they want to gain spotlight at the expense of a suffering masses that they actually left for 6 years with a depleted economic, with absolutely no social growth. They want to come lecture us here on someone being denied a presidential launch or VIP launch. Nobody care, my man. Nobody care.
Thank you. Thank you.
My man.
Soiree, let's hear you quickly. Your 1 minute. The Emmy will take us home.
Thank you so much. I want to believe that all come with certain level of recycling sentiments when it comes to the conversation. And everybody get outside. But the fact that you cannot you cannot back wrong, that's where some of us stand. I understand they started us being configurated. You want to manipulate the minds of people by diverting the debate from VIP presidential law. In the minds of George Weah, he would never say, I want to use the presidential law where Mr. Barker can use. He will say, you might have all of your disagreement with it. No former president will say, I wanted to use where the current president is using. We started the conversation with VIP launch. Nobody will manipulate the minds of the people. But what we can say is this. We come to some of these conversations. For me, I don't care how people think or wanting to say we passionate about some things we want to say. One of the things I'm not easily driven by, it is sentiment or propaganda. That call a space here. If that conscience must go far, we must start saying certain things. And the reason you see people elevate politics beyond the usual level, it is because of the common things. That country has got the gullibility in that country is too much. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Moba, and then Emmy finally.
We are VIP now, so listen to it.
Yeah,
sometimes go back, you listen to yourself.
No,
see the contradiction.
No, guys, let's not do that.
Sorry, Tilba.
Please go ahead.
Yeah, Nessie, let me say this, right, to our panelists. You know, today, my Oma roof on me today, she not play with me. She gave it to me today in the comment section. Today, she only hear Francie and Ami and today. But me and sorry, but forget that Oma deal all today. Our Oma, I would love her so much.
Yeah, 30 seconds remaining.
No problem. Yeah, let me say this, right. I hope that whole VIP launch and presidential launch, I don't think that so long they talk about a VIP, right? I think George Weah get it right to go to the VIP. But when they make it specific only for the president, George Weah not need to go there. That's simple. That's only for all to come here, be scratching out here and sitting one. I want to say only for president. So if that VIP, like other important people or important person can pass there, they can go there. So George Weah is an important person in our country. He get it right. So it's not something for all to come here and something. So for the usual stage, I now get let me conclude. I now get a full I now get a full duty about what are the president era or that the VIP era. So
so you're taking back your previous analysis of your
no,
previous...
I'm taking back. I don't lay the basic. The one you sort of go to and the one you sort of go to. That's it.
So
and I was discussing Nelson. Yeah, and I was discussing on the basis of the VIP, and you saw it was even divine and all. So that's it. I'm good. Yeah. So that was my point.
Thank you. So let's take finally. Then we
absolutely the lonely females. So, guys, I don't know where we always talk about our people in Liberia that are so gullible and they listen to things and they jump wrong with. But I think some of us are sitting in the diasporas. I think it's a cultural thing because we also will behave that way as well. Because my brother's father don't even know the full details of this whole thing. He just when he calling his opinion a fact already. So that's funny because we have two statements here. Eugene Nangwe coming on and saying something, and then the airport director saying something else. But all of a sudden, Sarah know the full facts to the whole thing already. Okay, he knows for sure that Judge Weah would never ask for executive this, that, and so. That's very, very funny, but it's good. We got people that know Judge Weah that much here. But some of us, from the lens of watching TV, because I never came close to him before, we know that he loves attention. And all of these things with a former president, every time in the news, no one's, they didn't do that one for him. They didn't do that one for him. Instead of being worried about the Liberian people, they claim, his supporters, they claim that they come here to talk for the Liberian people. But when it comes to George Weah, the whole world should turn outside down. Then the country will burn. The country is not doing that one yet. God forbid. George Weah is only one Liberian. He's a former president, the Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, that you better hear anything about that old man. If it's not anything important, somewhere important that she's speaking, that somebody opening a library or opening a sport academy, that George Weah should be doing for us to hear that in the news instead of him being treated like a king, that we want to come here and be something. George Weah is a VIP. Absolutely. Nobody can take that away. Former head of state, whether we like it or not. The VIP is there. If you want to use it, but there are protocols. If according to that letter that was written, I'm pretty sure you have to call ahead of time and make that appointment for them to be able to get it ready for you. If you never did that and you think you just Mr. King, the emperor that you can just walk through, then everything just open up to you. No, that's wrong. We want to unite people in this country. We want our people to be united, but we also want the rule of law to work. We won't want to bend the rules because of certain people won't make certain people happy and then everything be something. No, we cannot do that. We have to do the right thing and also unite the people. We can do both at the same time. Not to be serving sakimochi or cookies and ice cream and then be serving other people something. No, everybody lives by the rules. Joe Biden out of there tomorrow, he will live by the same rules. And we should all something that not come in and come be talking, try to make that somebody hate Weah, so they're doing that. No. So we should stop that and say, like we all say, the facts. And we should all know the facts before we say it.
Thank you, Emily. I know I'm not guys, I want to say it was I want to say it was a
what you say that is fast.
Things, and I want to say things.
So don't come in.
And I want to say thanks to everyone for weighing in their thoughts tonight. It's been a great conversation, very engaging. We will always disagree, but I want everyone to remember that as we wind down the show, please go vote for Miss Siata Tengwe in the Superman competition. The semi-quarters is on.
Nancy, please put the link there. Let us see about.
Sorry, the quarter. Yeah, okay. So
the link will be better. Definitely our group chat or whatsoever in the group chat.
Yeah. So you can kind of go and vote for her. She's a Liberian participating in the Superman competition. Vote for Miss Siata Tengwe. And yes, she's an ardent follower of the show. And then next is we are firefighters, of course.
News is still early. I'm telling you, News, they can be driving us from here early this time.
Sorry, we're working on time, man.
Sorry, Bolba will have to come strong tomorrow.
Yeah, no.
I like my man.
Nancy,
I said nothing.
I always making this appeal.
Yeah, let's discuss every other thing in the chat room.
No, I mean appeal that for the show now. Don't be bringing me first to speak. Next thing you
Why?
need to do it the right way.
Okay, they can help you in the chat room.
I be
That's
able
what
to
I'm
bring
saying.
you in the first to speak.
What do you mean?
Because when I speak,
Yeah.
so that soirée on my side, and more about later on I the beat on in the comment
No,
section.
I'm on the truth side. I'm not on your side. Let's get that clarity. I'm on the side of the truth.
You are on the
So you don't know the truth.
you stood up for the truth.
We have
You
to
don't know the
yes.
truth. So you were on his side.
And trust me, moving forward, there are some discussions that people will not like about us. That's just fair. But democratically, yeah, understand one another.
Unconvoluted truth.
Yeah,
definitely.
Or no here, no there truth.
Okay, so
then you get configured too.
Do it this way. So the raffle is still
friends get too many hits. You gotta take all that hit for him. I wonder where they fire something will go on go. You gotta return down. They hit too much. Look at it making me yelling.
I'm passionate. That's why I take initiative. Unlike you, who would want hard thing for George Weah to build houses? But for me, I do things from my heart for people. I don't have to hard thing for George Weah. So they help my country. I'm passionate about it. That's why I mean the whole thing for George Vasco. To try to do the thing. You hear America just like me. Help our people in Liberia.
Kindly make that's the PS5. The raffle will be 2 Saturdays from now, and not this coming Saturday, but 2 Saturdays after this Saturday. So reach out, and the goal is to get 1,000 smoke alarms, and of course you can get a slot by just reaching out to Francis, $50, and we're gonna do a raffle. Someone is going to win the raffle, but it's not about it. Someone is going to win the PS5, but it's not about the PS5 though. It's about the initiative to help save lives in Liberia, given the wave of fire outbreaks we've seen in the country. So it's still ongoing. Next thing, I just pasted the link. There's the link to vote for Miss Siata Tengbe in the Superman competition. Yes, you can go there, vote for her. You can do a free vote once a day, but you can pay.
I think once a day thing.
Yeah, but you can pay something small. So you can pay something small, and then you can vote multiple times. Yeah, I think there's a process there. But that's the link that takes you to where you have to do the voting. Again, I want to say thanks to everyone. It's been a great show.
Why you gotta put the link with your name? The little name supposed to be there.
No.
On the screenshot, the little name will be there. You marketing yourself.
Soiree, you don't know how this thing works.
You don't know the facts.
I'm not explaining anything. But again, that's how I would like to end the show. Have a good night. Thanks to all.
Good night, y'all.
We'll be here tomorrow again by the grace of God.
Bye. Yeah.
Amen.
Yeah. So.
And where did he go? Did you in there already, Nelson? What boy?
What Nelson call for?
Nelson is a.
Nelson say, "Oh,